Hello friends, and welcome to AK Story Tale. This is a special place where we share emotional, real-life inspired stories about friendship, loyalty, love, and hope. Today, we're so excited to bring you the very first episode of a truly heart story called True and Loyal Friend Lucky. So, find a comfortable spot, sit back, relax, and stay with us until the very end. In a bustling city in Japan, on the 5th floor of a tall apartment building, lived a happy little family. There was Mrs. Mia, a kind and caring mother who loved her family more than anything. Then there was her son, Vicky, a small, innocent boy with a heart as pure as gold. And completing their family was Lucky, a playful and loving Labrador puppy, absolutely full of life and fiercely loyal. Their weekends were filled with pure joy. The family would go out for long walks together in the nearby parks. The air would echo with their laughter as they created beautiful, unforgettable moments, with Lucky always right there in the middle of it all, his tail wagging with delight. He was more than just a pet. He was a cherished member of their family. But on weekdays, life was a bit different. Both of Vicky's parents had to go to work, leaving the house much quieter. During these times, it was just Vicky and Lucky at home. To look after them, a nanny named Rose would come over every day. She was a responsible woman who made sure the two best friends were safe and sound while the parents were away. One sunny afternoon, the apartment was filled with the sounds of happy play. Vicky and Lucky were having a wonderful time together. Lucky had a particular fondness for empty plastic bottles. He would chase them, nudge them with his nose, and run around the living room with pure, unadulterated joy. While they played, Rose was busy with her household chores, humming a little tune as she worked in the kitchen. After a while, their game wound down. Vicky and Lucky made their way over to the large window in the living room. Standing side by side, they watched the world go by 5 floors below. People looked like tiny ants walking briskly along the street, and cars moved like little toys. It was a fascinating view that always captured their attention. As they watched, the warm afternoon sun and the gentle hum of the city began to make Vicky feel sleepy. The house, which was usually a place of comfort, started to feel a little bit stuffy and quiet after their energetic playtime. Vicky's eyelids grew heavy. He leaned against the window frame, and slowly, gently, he drifted off to sleep, with the sounds of the city as his lullaby. Lucky, however, remained wide awake. He stayed by the window, his curious eyes still fixed on the world outside. He was a dog who loved freedom, who yearned to run through grassy fields and explore new scents. The world outside the window was a mystery he desperately wanted to solve. He felt a strong pull, a curiosity about everything that lay beyond the walls of their home. It was then that he noticed something. The front door of the apartment, which was usually kept securely shut, had been accidentally left ajar. It was just a small opening, but to a curious puppy like Lucky, it was an invitation. It was a gateway to adventure. He saw his opportunity. With a quietness that was unusual for him, he tiptoed away from the sleeping Vicky, his paws making no sound on the floor. He squeezed through the gap in the door and slipped out into the hallway. For Vicky, Lucky was everything. He wasn't just a dog. He was his shadow, his playmate, his confidant. He was a true and loyal friend, the keeper of all his childhood secrets. Their bond was unbreakable, or so it seemed. Time began to pass. An hour went by, then 2. The sun started to set, casting long shadows across the city. Rose finished her work and came to check on the boys, only to find Vicky sleeping peacefully, but Lucky was nowhere in sight. Panic started to set in. "Lucky! Lucky!" she called out, her voice echoing in the now empty apartment. Vicky woke up with a start, his eyes searching for his furry friend. "Lucky!" he called, his small voice trembling. They started searching everywhere. They looked under the beds, behind the curtains, and in every single room. But there was no sign of him. Their calls grew more desperate. They ran down the stairs and searched the area around the building, their hearts pounding with every step. They checked the park where he loved to play, calling his name until their throats were sore. But Lucky was gone. He had vanished without a trace. Vicky's small world crumbled. Tears streamed down his face as a heart-wrenching sob escaped his lips. He cried and cried, calling out for his best friend. He cried so much that his small body grew weak, and he became completely exhausted, collapsing into his mother's arms when she arrived home. Meanwhile, somewhere in the vast, confusing city, a little Labrador puppy was lost. Lucky wandered the unfamiliar streets, his tail tucked between his legs. He sniffed the air, trying to pick up a familiar scent, trying to find his way back home. But every street looked the same, and every turn led him further into the unknown. The city that had looked so exciting from the window now seemed big, loud, and frightening. As darkness fell, a deep sense of fear washed over him. He was tired, hungry, and utterly alone. Exhausted from his long and fruitless search, Lucky finally found a small, sheltered spot under a shed in a deserted corner of a park. He curled up into a tight ball, shivering from both the cold and the fear. And there, under the faint glow of a distant streetlight, the lost little puppy finally fell into a restless sleep. What will happen to our dear Lucky now? Will he ever find his way back home to his family? How will Vicky cope without his best friend by his side? To find out what happens next in this journey of true loyalty, make sure you watch episode 2, which will be coming very soon. If this story touched your heart, please show your support by giving this video a thumbs up. We'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings, so please leave a comment down below. And most importantly, subscribe to A K Story Tale, and forget to click that bell icon so you won't miss a single moment. Thank you for listening, because the story of this true and loyal friend has only just begun.